Hi and welcome back to my channel. So you guys, let me just tell you, I just had a meltdown. And the reason why is because I have two lamps. I told you all about my lighting. And I accidentally broke one of the bulbs. So, of course, the store that's near me is not open for me to run and get another bulb. So I was like, you know what, I'm just so over it. I'm just not going to do the videos. But I'm doing them, and we're going to move on. But before I move on, y'all love this shirt. It says Bull Strong on it. And this is what is on the sleeve. It says the same thing right here. And on this sleeve, it has the American flag. I got this when I did my last competition last month. Anyway, I digress. Let's jump right on in. So here is my mini planner layout. Super cute to the point and looks very festive to me. And here is my medium size planner layout right here. Kept it simple, but it says Christmas nonetheless. Now, I usually have 3 planners to show you. I do not have my social media planner to share with you this week because, you guys, my time just got away from me and I did not get a chance to decorate it. Keep in mind, if you're new to my channel, then you may not have figured this out. But for those of you that have been around a while, I decorate my planners a whole year in advance. I put basic decorations on it for different months. And so, and even some washi tape. Actually, let me not say that. I decorate from January through December in December. So when I get my planner this month for next year, I'm going to go ahead and start putting stickers and things in it just because I don't have time to do this weekly decorating. However, with my social media planner, I got that a little later on in the year. And so, yeah, it's not decorated, so I have to do it each week, and it gets to be too much sometimes. So, like I said, I ran out of time. I did not get a chance to decorate it, so charge it to my head and certainly not my heart. Moving on. You guys, my weight loss progress. So, I lost 1/4 pound last week. And the week before that, I lost 2 pounds. So I'm consistently losing each week. Usually no more than 2 pounds. And I'm okay with that. Because while I am in my weight loss journey, I don't want to rush it. So I'm quite happy with that. And I would suggest that if you are in the process of losing weight, and yes, you can, even though we're in the holiday season, you can still lose weight. Do it gradually. Don't try to drop a whole bunch of weight at one time. First of all, it's not healthy, and you're not going to keep it off. So a little bit goes a long way. So I'm super excited and proud of myself for that. Next on my list, last week, I started my 8-week conditioning cycle. And I'm super excited about it. And so for my squat, and my conditioning cycle really focuses more on my squat. And so I started out with 135 pounds for 5 sets. 5 sets, 8 reps each. And so my coach wants me to go up 10 pounds each week. Go up 10 pounds each week, keeping the 5 sets of 8. Let me just tell y'all, that gets to be a little rough after a while. So, but I'm going to do it because it's my conditioning phase, and then after that, we'll figure out where we're going to go. But I'm going to go up 10 pounds. I said 5, but I'm going to go up 10 pounds each week, up until I get to 200 pounds, I believe it is, and then we'll back the reps off just a little bit. We'll probably back the reps off to about 5 reps, 5 or 6 reps, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it'll be 5. So until I get to 200 pounds, it'll be 5 sets of 8 reps. Super excited about that because I just find that when I go through a conditioning phase, before I just jump into training programs, it just helps me with my cardio conditioning, because if you know me, you know I don't do a whole lot of cardio anymore. I used to, but once I got into powerlifting, I don't do as much cardio as I should be. I will on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Well, definitely Mondays and Fridays, because those are my telework days. Not so much on Wednesday, because I actually have to go home. I shower, get back into bed, wake up, and go to work. But Mondays and Fridays, I'm working from home. So if I get up at, let's say, 7:30 and log in for work, I don't have to worry about trying to rush to get to work on time, because I'm already at work. Excuse me, guys. My sinuses are just doing a lot of draining, so I do apologize for that. But so I'm just going to enjoy my conditioning phase while I'm in it, and then we'll see where we go from there. So What's next? Oh, you know what? I wanted to share something with y'all. So for Bible study this time around, we are studying the book of Colossians. And I believe there's only 4 books in the book of Colossians, so I would encourage you to read it. So far, we are learning a lot, and I'm enjoying it. I always enjoy Bible study, of course, but if you have a chance and you live in the DMV area, come on past Metropolitan Baptist Church. And we meet on Tuesday nights starting at 7:30 to 8:30. And Reverend Ray McKenzie is teaching the class. He's an excellent instructor, and this man can preach, y'all. But he's an excellent instructor. Like I said, we are reading the book of Colossians, and we're going through that, breaking it down a little bit at a time. So I am so thankful for the opportunity to do that, because that's one of those books that you don't really hear a whole lot about. Next on my list, do not, did y'all hear what I said? Do not forget about the 12 days of Christmas, you guys. That is going to be starting on the 13th. Yes. On the 13th of this month starts the 12 days of Christmas, and it will run all the way through the 24th of Christmas, which, as you know, is Christmas Eve. And I will be reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," so that means I need to go and find me a really cute red sweater. Yeah, I'm thinking about a really cute red sweater so that I can read it, and I'll have a cup of tea. It'll be really nice. And I'm going to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" for you. I love doing that. So keep your eyes focused and posted, and so I don't want you to miss anything. Like I said, it's 12 days of Christmas, and what that is that I will be posting videos every day consecutively for 12 days. Okay, so that's the 13th of December, and the last video will be on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Super, super excited. Those videos have already been recorded. I'm now in the process of going through and editing, because if you know, anytime you have to edit one video, it can be a lot. But when you have 12, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. But you know what? Where there's a will, there is a way. Next on my list. Oh, before I tell you about... No, I'm going to save that one. So next on my list, the podcast that I've been talking about all freaking year long is finally happening. And it is set to debut... I forgot to write down the date, but I believe I said the 28th. I will put it in the description box, but I believe it's the 28th. And that is set to debut with my friend Mark. We are finally going to sit down, take the time, and do this podcast and have it up and ready to go. Like I said, I believe on the 28th of this month, it is the 28th. See, this is what happens when you turn the page of your notes. It is the 28th. And the topic for this podcast will be called A Year in Review. And so I took the liberty of coming up with 6 questions that Mark and I will be discussing for this podcast. So we're going to talk about what lessons we learned this year. We're going to talk about what challenges we faced this year. We'll talk about what we discovered about ourselves this year. Number 4, what goals did you meet and or exceed this year? Number 5, what would you change about your life or any situation if you could live 2018 all over again? And number 6, what are your goals for 2019? So the approximate time for this podcast, I'm going to say it's probably about 30 minutes. Shouldn't be any more than 40, but I'm hoping to get it like right at 30. Yeah, I think 30 will probably be a good time frame, because I want to really delve into these questions, and I'm going to be probing and pushing Mark to really dig deep on some of this stuff, as I hope he will do the same for me. But you all know I don't have any problems with sharing, so I don't mind sharing and really talking about these things in as much detail as possible. So I'm super excited about that, and yeah, so just keep an eye out for that. And I want to talk about Write the Vision 2019. I told you it will be held March the 9th. And it'll be in Connecticut. As soon as I get the information, I will post that information as a link below. You're more than welcome to come out. The cost for that event is $45. All of your material will be included. And when I say material, I'm speaking of the material to create your vision book. Because you all know I don't do vision boards. Why? Because in order to do a vision board, it's got to sit up on a wall that I probably won't even look at half the time. So I prefer to do a vision book. That way, I can keep that book with me everywhere I go. And even as I'm doing this video, I'm looking at my vision book for 2019, which I decided to set up with the Happy Planner rings and the cover and the dividers and all that kind of good stuff. So that, I'm just trying something different, and I love it because I can add pages in where I need to, and if I don't need as many pages in a particular section, I can take them out. So I'm looking forward to that. And so, like I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully next week I'll be able to show you that vision book. I'm hoping so. And I think what I'm going to do is actually do it in a whole separate video so that I can spend a little time talking about each section and why I have it. So that is that. Now, last on my list, and I saved the best for last, you guys, my baby sister Trish completed her last drill on last Saturday. So I'm super proud of her. She has finished up her 22-year stint with the United States Air Force. I'm super proud of her for hanging in there and all that good stuff. And I know she said it was bittersweet having to pack up your desk, and of course there were some tears and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm super proud of her, and I am looking forward to see where God is going to lead her. Now, she still has her full-time job as an investigator with the federal government, so she'll still be doing that, but she no longer has to get suited and booted every first, second Saturday weekend in the month to go do her drill, and 2 weeks in the summer. So like I said, I'm super proud of her, and I wish her nothing but the best. So, and her official retirement ceremony will be in March, and so that is going to be super exciting. I just hope I can hold back the tears, because y'all know I get emotional real quick. Now, that's all the news I have for you guys. Now for the fun stuff. So this right here is a pack. Well, I did open it because I wanted to try a pair out, and I do have a pair of black ones that I wore that I really love. They feel great. They're not too tight. And so it came in 7 colors. Like I said, those were the black ones that I wore. And I have this royal blue right here. A light blue. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah, light blue here. Y'all know I'm loving this lime green right here, you guys. Look at that. Can't wait to wear those. Not sure what I'm wearing with. I think I do have a shirt that's kind of this color, so we'll see. And I have a pair of white here. And I have orange here. I do have an orange shirt. And I'm going to say a fuchsia color here. And, of course, the 7th pair of the black ones that I already wore, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to see them. And they're in my shoes that I wore to the gym. So I thought it was really nice. Like I said, they all came in this package here. And I will leave the information for these in the description box. I love them. And I cannot wait to wear the other pair. And actually, this bag is resealable. I'll reseal it later. But this is how it comes in this bag. This says compression socks, and it says it helps to reduce swelling, enhance circulation, soothe achy legs and feet, relieve symptoms of varicose veins. And then on the back, it just shows you, I guess, how these socks work with this little diagram here. And just gives you about the same, a little write-up about the socks on the back. So, like I said, I absolutely love them. I will put that information in the description box in case you're interested in purchasing them. Next on my list, so a while back, about a month or so ago, I showed you that I purchased these 2 covers here. Let me see if I can hold them up at the same time. These 2 hard covers. These are Happy Planner covers. And so let me start with this one. So this one says Plan a Happy Life on the cover here. And I have the gold rings. No, I'm sorry. These are the metal silver rings. And then the back just says the Happy Planner here at the bottom. So inside, okay, so let me backtrack. What this is these books are going to be used for notes. This one is my mom's. I put this together for her. And so she can use it for notes for, meetings, whatever it is she wants to use. I just thought it was a great way to keep your notes together. And again, I love this setup because, well, I'll show you that in just a second. I love it. And I already showed you guys the dividers that are in here. I showed you that in a previous video. But what I love about it is that, so this is the first page in here. It's blank, of course, because it hasn't been written on, but each tab, so she can set up the tabs however she chooses, and each tab has paper behind it. And what I love about it is, let's say this tab is for miscellaneous stuff or thoughts or whatever, right? Well, if she uses up the paper that's here in this section, guess what? All she's got to do is add more sheets, because you just snap them into the rings. That's why I love this setup more so than a journal. I don't even have one that I can show you, put my hands on. A journal that's already bound, because you can't, wait a minute, let me show you. Something like this is perfect, but I can't add pages to it. This setup I like because you can add pages to it as you need it. So like I said, this is my mom's. So I'll take this to her once I finish doing this video. And this is mine. It just says Big Plans on the front, and on the back it says the Happy Planner down here. And of course I use the black rings for mine. And it's the same setup. The dividers are absolutely the same. The sheets of paper inside are the same. And like I said, I'm not quite sure. I know this is going to be for notes. I'm not sure how I'm going to make my tabs. I think one of them will more than likely, one of them will be Circle of Champions. I've already decided that I think I'll make the first one Circle of Champions, and then I can use this to take notes for various things. And one of them will probably be MBC Ministries. Those are ministries that I'm involved in my church, so that I can keep notes together for that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited. I said, y'all, let me sit down here and put this stuff together, because I had the dividers, I had the rings, and I just bought the paper. I think I showed you guys the paper in my last video. So I just decided to sit down and put this stuff together and stop procrastinating. So one more thing, and I promise I'm going to let you be. I have a neighbor, and she has no idea that I'm doing this, but I have a neighbor who, she's a notary, and she notarized something for me that was like, I needed it done ASAP. And so I was so grateful for her being able to do that, because I didn't know she was a notary. So I'm going to make her a Christmas wreath. So I'm super, super excited. So let me show you the mesh. I hope you guys can see this mesh. It's red, and you see the little white balls here. My sister hates when I say balls, but anyway, that's snowballs, whatever you want to call them. But they look like little snowballs here. Let me hold it up this way, as it's fixed throughout the mesh. So it's called the snowball mesh, and this is 10 yards. So I'm going to be using this mesh. And here is the wreath frame that I'm going to be using. I just got a white one, so I'm going to use this wreath frame right here. And of course, you know, your mesh is going to go throughout here. And I think I'm going to use the poof method, where you attach it here, you pull out your mesh, attach it here, pull out some more, attach it here, all the way around. That way it looks really thick and fluffy. I thought about cutting it, and then I thought, I don't feel like doing all of that. I'll just use the poof method and move on with life. So I have this white stuff all over the place here. So that is that. And I saw this truck. I love this. So I saw this truck. I don't want to take it out the bag because glitter is falling. But I saw this truck. How cute is that? The pickup truck with the Christmas tree on it. And it has a little string. So I'll figure out how I'm going to attach it to that wreath. So the mesh will go behind it. And this will go. Oh, let me show you this way better. So imagine this with the mesh on. And the truck will go somewhere around here. So I just love this pickup truck. And this is like so iconic for Christmas, in case you hadn't realized that. So I love that. And then the ribbon. So here's the deal. I wasn't sure about my ribbon. So I always err on the side of caution. Put this back and get that out the way. Because like I said, this stuff is from the frame, the wreath frame. That white stuff is falling everywhere. So I wasn't sure. Well, I knew for a fact that I wanted this one, because this is my Christmas ribbon here. Hope you guys can see. Let me turn it this way. Hope you guys can see that. So it has different stuff that goes around it. It says Joyful Noel, Let It Snow, Believe, It's the Season, Merry Christmas, Believe, and Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So I really love this ribbon. So this is definitely going on this wreath. And then I got this one with this has candy canes and that ribbon candy on it, little peppermints in red and green. So I love, love, love this. Let me just show you that one. So I'm toying with these two. I'm toying, I hope you guys can see this. This lighting is not, okay. So I'm toying with these two. But then I ended up picking up this one because it's just, well, it's red and white. It just has red circles all the way around it. So I thought, I wonder if, hope I can get all these in here. I wonder if I can get all of these in because they have some red and white in it. I don't know. I don't know, because honestly, I could just use these two together. But then I could just use these two together. Or I tell you what I may do. I'm definitely going to use this one with the Christmas sayings on. This is a definite. So I think what I will do is do one with these two together, and then one with this and the candy. And I'll just do that all the way around. I'll figure it out. See, making wreaths is really fun, but it can be stressful when you're trying to figure out what you're going to do and your theme. So, let me move that out the way. So, yeah, I cannot wait. And it only take me maybe an hour or so to do that wreath. And then I'm going to walk down the street and take it to my neighbor. I do not know. I do not know if I'm going. I may vlog. That's what I'll do. I'll do a vlog in my car because I'm lazy. So I'm going to get in my car and just drive a few houses down the street and give her wreath. But I will do a vlog in the car so I can show you guys the completed wreath as I go and take it to my neighbor, because I'm truly, truly thankful for her. And so that is that, you guys. That's all I have. That is all I have this week. I want to say we are in the last month of the fourth quarter. It is time for you to get it together. If you have things that you've been putting off all year long, I need you to get them done. Because you know my motto, think big, pray big, do big things. There's no reason why you should have to end this year and not accomplish at least most of the things that you had on your to-do list, assuming you had a list. But even if you didn't have a to-do list, if there are things that you know you want to do, there's no reason why you should end this year and not get them done. So, that's all I have, you guys. Thank you so, so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back, and there's nothing you can do about it. Until next time, remember to continue to think big, to pray big, and to do big things. Until next time, take care.